Hello again everyone, my name is James Shotwell, this is the Music Biz channel, and today we're going to talk about TikTok. You've always known that it was something you needed to be on and participating in, but some new data just came out that proves TikTok is here to stay. I'll be the first to admit, it's kind of hard to remember what life was like before TikTok. I mean, if you've used the app at all, you know how immediately addictive it can become. The algorithm on TikTok knows you better than pretty much any other social media platform, so the algorithm knows how to give you content constantly that you want to watch. And because the video clips are so short, running anywhere from like 10 or 15 seconds up to 3 minutes, it's very easy to consume a lot of different content very quickly. As one of my friends recently told me, TikTok is basically the Halloween candy of videos. You wouldn't eat 5 Kit Kat bars, but you'll eat 5 mini Kit Kat bars because they're smaller and more bite-sized. Well, we've known for a long time that TikTok was going to be a big force in the industry. I mean, it's given us Lil Nas X, it's created tons of big hit singles, more than 75 artists have received major label deals because of songs on TikTok. They're paying artists, they're making platinum songs, it's doing everything that you want a discovery platform to do. And now there's data that proves TikTok is the way everyone is turning when it comes to music discovery. A new report from the analytics tool App Annie, which measures analytics for applications from a wide variety of sources, found that in the month of June 2021, TikTok was more popular in terms of time spent watching content than YouTube for people in the United States. Let me repeat that. In the United States, people that have YouTube and TikTok, more people spent time watching TikTok than they did on YouTube. How much time, you might ask? Well, the average US TikTok user in June spent 24 hours watching TikTok videos. One full day of the month of June was spent watching TikToks. And for YouTube users, it was about 22.5 hours. Now, I will say that there are a few little asterisks on this data. Number one, this is not the first time that TikTok has overtaken YouTube. It happened in the month of May, back in 2020, I believe, as well as in the month of August in other parts of the world, like Europe, where it overtook YouTube. But this is significant because this happened in a bigger way than it ever has. Also, I want to point out that the second asterisk is that this data is based solely on Android users, but it's easy to extrapolate and see that there is a trend happening here that we can easily apply to everyone. So let's talk about what this means. So for the better part of our lives, and basically the entirety of the internet, YouTube has been the video destination. Now there have been other competition along the way. Vimeo certainly has its own place in this industry. There's certainly lots of standalone sites that have video streaming, but YouTube is pretty much where it's at. YouTube itself is synonymous with videos on the internet. But then came TikTok. And what TikTok gave us was ultra curated short content that was easy to digest and easy to share information in fun and exciting ways. You can easily add music. You don't need to learn any editing programs like Adobe Premiere or Final Cut or Filmora Wondershare. You don't have to learn any of that. As long as you have a cell phone and the ability to learn what different icons mean, you can learn how to edit really cool videos for TikTok in basically no time at all. So the barrier to entry is super low, the length of time required to enjoy the content is super low, and it's absolutely free. There's no reason why TikTok shouldn't be a gigantic force, but when it comes to music, this new information about what's most popular, that's what really matters. So if you talk to anybody in the industry, record labels, publicists, managers, other artists, they're going to tell you that there's a whole plan to how you release a single, and it includes teaser clips and music videos and lyric videos and all this content that for the better part of 2 decades has been thought of as YouTube content, stuff that we're going to make to put on YouTube and then share elsewhere in small clips to draw everyone back to YouTube. But this new data tells us that at least for a certain subset of artists, their time would be better spent building content for TikTok, because in the amount of time that it takes me to watch your 4-minute music video, I could easily watch 10 TikToks that tell me something about who you are as an artist, why you're making music, what your songs are about, how you made your album, what it's like to go on tour with you, what your dreams are, what your hopes are, what your fears are, what your worst tour experience was, and what your best tour experience was. That content is so easy to make, and for the longest time, people thought that it had to be this very long thing. You had to make 3, 4, 5, 6, 20-minute videos. But TikTok tells us that's not what listeners and that's not what consumers want. Your fans just want to feel close to you. They want to know more about you. They want to hear new music. They want to see clips of videos. They want to know the story behind the songs. They want to know the story behind the band. They want to know all of it. So why would you spend a lot of time making content for YouTube that people might not watch because it's too long or it's too hard to find, when they could just open an app in their palm of their hand and immediately see your latest content? And it's so bite-sized that it's easy to consume. So here's what we're gonna do. Moving forward, I want you to focus 60-40 TikTok to YouTube. You should still be creating videos for YouTube, but if you cannot take that clip and cut it up into things that you can put on TikTok, don't make that video. It's too much time, it's too much commitment, it's too low of a return. However, if it's something like a music video, where you could take a 3-minute video and cut it up into 5 or 6 clips that you then share on TikTok to point people back to YouTube or to Spotify or wherever, go for it. If it's a behind the scenes video that's talking about making the album and has little interviews with each of you that you can then cut up and share on TikTok over time in different pieces, that makes sense. But if you're just making something that's one big long video that's gonna live somewhere forever and you're never gonna do anything else with it, don't waste your time. Today it's all about bite-sized content. Make something easy for people to consume, that is fun and interesting to watch, and end it before they get tired of watching, and you too can easily go viral on TikTok. But there is one catch, and we have to talk about it, and that's that TikTok doesn't work for every single artist. Now, if you're a rapper, if you're a pop star, if you're an acoustic person with a guitar, if you're an EDM artist, there's probably a very big community on TikTok that would love to see and hear about whatever it is that you're doing. But if you're in some of those more niche genres like black and death metal, for example, or maybe you make some kind of symphonic grunge music, I don't know, something like that, your niche on TikTok may be a little bit harder to find. And I'm not telling you not to put content there, but I'm just telling you not to expect the kind of returns that, say, a Lil Nas X would, because you're not making music that has that broad of appeal. You know, no amount of apps and algorithms can ever fix the amount of appeal that your music has. Instead, it's just about figuring out where that niche is and giving them content regularly. So I wanna just, dampen your expectations just a little bit in case things don't take off like wildfire right away. But if you're just a general artist in the world of rock, pop, hip hop, you should be making content exclusively for TikTok and taking any content that exists outside of TikTok, clipping it and bringing it into the fold, because this is where culture is happening. TikTok is where trends are emerging, where artists are being made, where careers are being built, where artists are being canceled. It's where everything is happening, and if you're not there, then you're not keeping up with the times and you will inevitably never make it. Now, I know all of that seems a little harsh, and I'm sure there are going to be comments of people who are like, I've had a career for 20 years without being on social media, and I'm not going to start now for TikTok. And if that's true, congratulations, you're what Malcolm Gladwell would call an outlier. You're a rare exception to the case, but the vast majority of people have to play the game. You have to play the game of the music industry, the game of marketing, the game of business, and that requires being on social media, which in this case means being on TikTok. So get over yourself, get over your fear of video editing, and get out there and start making content. I'll be watching. And in the meantime, if you need even more help on TikTok or Instagram or any of these other apps, click the subscribe button down below. MusicBiz exists to help you understand the modern music business. We give you tips, tricks, tutorials, and all sorts of advice on how to make a career in this industry, both as professionals and as artists. And if you've already subscribed, well, then you have my sincerest thank you. You make my career possible. I love you so much. I'll be back soon. And until next time, no matter what you do in this life, please take care of yourself, because you deserve it.